everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing well, and today's video is going to be about how I got into college. So let's get started. Number one, what college do I go to? So I go to Manhattan College, which is located in Riverdale, New York, and I study finance and economics. I'm a dual major, and yeah, what else do you need to know about it? Pretty much everyone around me has been asking me that, how did you get into college? How did you apply? Why did you think that you needed to go to US, or a bunch of other questions? And yeah, so
one eternity later.
This video is an answer to everything. Let's get started. How many colleges did I apply to? So I applied to Manhattan College, Fordham University, Baylor, CUNY colleges, SUNY colleges, and then TCNJ, NJCU, and I think pretty much it. I applied to colleges in New York and states around New York. I did not go all over. So yeah, that was the thing. And then how did I apply? I applied to colleges using common application, which is one of the easiest ways to apply to college. It just makes it extremely easy.
One eternity later.
So I'll leave the link to download Common App in the description below, so you can download it from there. And then the next question is, how much did the applications cost me, the application fees?
Here comes the money!
So some colleges gave me an application fee waiver, and then some colleges simply did not have an application fee. And also there is this section in the common application which gives you a good part that you can ask your counselor to fill a form on your behalf stating that you are financially not so strong to fill an application fee. So they just give you a waiver for all the colleges that you applied through Common App. So I did that also. So yeah, I did not pay application fees for basically any of the colleges apart from the SUNYs and CUNYs, because they were not on the Common App. So which board did I belong to? So I completed my education from the Maharashtra State Board, which is obviously HSC for grade 12 and SSC for grade 10. So State Board is not so famous or not so popular, but never mind, I did that. So yeah. And then my scores for SAT and board. So you have to keep in mind, number one thing, that you have to be extremely hardworking when it comes to your academics. You cannot be fooling around and not studying and then expect yourself to go to maybe a very good college outside your country or within your country or even within your city, because colleges are competitive and we cannot blame it on anyone but ourselves if we don't get into. So yeah, that was a thing. You have to make sure that you study well, you're doing whatever you're expected to do, you know what I mean? So yeah, I gave the SAT and I submitted my scores to colleges, and I scored really good in the boards. So yeah, that is also a thing to keep in mind. And then comes the most interesting part, but the lengthiest one, which is the essay that you have to write in order to get into colleges in US. So this essay has to be a very special one, because you're sending it to all of the colleges and they don't know you personally, because you live in the other part of the world, or maybe in the other part of the country if you're applying from the US. So they need to know you in a better way before they judge you as a person or as a student. So this essay is basically your documentary, your biopic, whatever you want to say, which you write yourself. So it has to be your words for yourself. So make sure that you write this in the best way possible, and yes, just be yourself in the essay, because that's what it is supposed to be. So on the Common App, they give you I think five questions, kind of the 5 prompts, and then you have to choose one of them to write your essay on. So I wrote my essay on, some students have a background, identity, interest, or talent that is so meaningful to them that they believe their application would be incomplete without it. If this sounds like you, then please share your story. So in this essay, basically what I wrote was about my background, that the place that I come from, my family, my financial circumstances, maybe my emotional capabilities, my emotional, I would say, struggles and challenges when I was growing up, and a lot of other things which are very, very, very personal to me. So I had to write that in my essay because that's the prompt that I chose. And then after you're done with that essay, just remember one thing: while you're submitting your applications to US universities, you have to like go through a lot of questions, a lot of writing, a lot of essays. So just be mentally prepared for that, because I was not, but then yes, I did it. So yeah, college specific questions, which are like each college will have like its own 5 or 4 or 2 questions, or maybe sometimes even 1 question of its own, which will be like why Manhattan College, or like why Fordham University, or maybe like if the college is in the city, like I applied to Columbia as well. So Columbia asked me that why Columbia University, like how does the city of New York make Columbia so special? Or and then I think this question is asked by Harvard and Yale, that why do you want to study this specific major? So let's say if you're studying economics, you have to be specific in explaining that, okay, I'm studying economics, or like I'm planning to study economics because I want to be an economist, and what inspired me to be an economist is maybe the specific economist of my country or something like that. So those are college specific questions. So they will ask you like a bunch of them. Like those are like pretty easy if you are interested in their college, and it's like just used to like get a deeper understanding of why you are applying to their college and why you want to go there. So the next thing that comes in the process of college applications is the interview part. Some colleges will encourage you to have an interview with them, while some would simply not have an interview, kind of. So I gave interview to only one college, which is like Fordham University. I had to like, they gave me a link and it had like some questions kind of. So I just had to give an interview on that, which is like not so important. But anyway, interview is important, but not like what was it. Okay, yeah. So the next thing, because I made a list of it. So my personal background and like my personal experience, or you could say my process specifically in the application, it has to be important. It has to be taken into consideration. So number 1, always remember, participate. Why am I saying this? Because US colleges, like they take into consideration deeply about how you were in school or how you were in junior college. If you're from Mumbai, you have a junior college or school if you're from like other parts of the country. So yeah, how were you in school, and how would they know that what kind of student were you? They are not physically present there. So basically what they do is they will ask you that, oh, what did you do in school? And then you were like, oh, I played volleyball, I played soccer, or I played, like, let's say, football, and then I was like the president of this club, or I was the director of my club, I introduced a new club, I did this, I did that, and a bunch of other things. So I personally, I always participated in drama, theater, music, art, dance, and all of that in school. And also I was in the student government, which is like a very important part, or you could say student council, like it's one and the same. So yeah, I was in that for my college, and even in school I was like, that was like in grade 3rd and 4th, so that does not really matter. And then I am so deeply interested in writing. So like I write stories, I write poems, not so many poems, but some of them. But yes, I do write, and I do like to write stories. That was one more thing that I submitted with it. So me personally, I participated a lot in school. So growing up, I used to always be on stage. Like every time, if there is something happening in school, I had to be on stage, because I used to participate in theater, drama, music, and then, you know, those storytelling competitions. And then I did so many like inter-school competitions, intercollegiate competitions, and like many competitions within my college and my school, junior college to be specific, and then like stuff like that. And then I also liked to write, which is like writing stories, poems, or maybe articles, and then, you know, like those newspapers and stuff that goes within your school, which is like school specific. I also used to like write for that and stuff. So yeah, that was the thing. And then I was a part of the student council in my junior college, which is like very important. It shows your leadership skills. So yeah, it was important in my app. So I did an internship also, like before applying for colleges. It was not intentional, but it just happened, and then it actually like gave my application a lot more power. It made it powerful because I had an internship while I was like in grade 11. So yeah, that was the thing. And then your personal talents and, you know, like your capabilities. So I did mandala art, which is like my most favorite thing, and then I did sketching, oil painting, and then I was like learning to play the flute and all of that. So it just makes you special as a person, right? Like if I could do these things, maybe someone else could do something else which makes them special, and doing these things make me special. So this is the way you stand out in your application, because they need a class which is full of people from different parts of the world, different parts of the country, have different things to do. Like no college would only love if they have all soccer players or all football players, right? They need people from different sports, from different backgrounds, different identities. So yeah, that's taken into consideration. And then also keep one thing in mind: whenever you have like something of your own, like your art pieces and stuff, just submit it while you submit your application. It just makes you look good, it makes you look stronger, and it makes you look like, yes, you were interested in yourself also, and you know, you love to spend time with yourself, encouraging yourself to do something while getting other stuff done. So keep that in mind. And then my personal tips and tricks. Number one, just be yourself. Being yourself is, I think nowadays it's taken, just being yourself means smile on social media, keep laughing. No, that's not being yourself. In the application part, being yourself basically means don't lie. Don't say that, oh, I went and had a lunch with the president of my country. No, you did not. Don't say that. Like, just be specific to what you have done. Be honest. If you fed a poor person on the streets, a homeless person, just be like, yes, I did that. Like in your personal essay, just write that I felt good when I fed a homeless person. Don't talk about things that you did not do. You know, it just looks fake, and then it just makes you sound like not yourself. So be yourself and like write about yourself that, oh, I did this, I did that. It makes you look good, it makes you look stronger. Yeah, and that is it. Number two, please focus on your academics. You have to get good grades, and like, I'm just asking you to try. I'm not saying like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Like, no, you have to like kind of get good grades, and then only you can like expect yourself to like go in good colleges to major part. That was it for my tips and tricks. And then, oh no, yes, one more tip. Do not apply to infinite colleges. When I say this, I mean it. There are many students out there, like I was about to be one of them, like applying to like maybe 20-30 colleges. Don't do that. That's just a waste of time. A little tip from my end for your major: pursue what you are deeply interested in while making sure that that's something which would help you make a career later on. Like, don't be like, oh, I chose that major because I liked it and now I don't know how to make a career out of it. No, be specific, because it has to be both the ways. You have to like it while studying, and you have to like it after you are done studying, like in terms of making a career out of it. So just be specific with that. The final part, the result, the outcome. So how many colleges did I get into? So I think I applied to like 12 of them, and I got into 10. I got rejected by Columbia and I think Yale, because I was so excited about Yale. So I think I got, yeah, those were the only two ones. Other than that, I basically applied to colleges which I was like, okay, very sure that, okay, I'll get into them, because you know, sometimes you have to like pay an application fee, which in my case I did not have to pay for a lot of colleges, but yeah, still. So yes, that was the thing. And then scholarships. So I got scholarship to each college that I got into, but obviously Manhattan College gave me the highest amount of scholarship, and that's the reason I'm here. And yeah, a little interesting part of the video, why did I choose Manhattan College? So personally, I chose Manhattan College just because, number one, it gave me a scholarship which I could not reject. It gave me a lot of money, not cash but scholarship. And then also I wanted to go to college only in New York, because I always fantasized New York as a child, as a teen. So yeah, I wanted to go to New York, and here I am. So that was number two, why I chose MC, which is Manhattan College. And Then I think also my major, that the college was known for finance and econ, so I was like, okay, let's go there. So I hope that you got answers to most of your questions, and if you have any other questions, let me know. I'm ready to answer them. Follow the drill of like, share, subscribe and comment, and please switch on the notifications for my channel so that you get a notification every time I post a video. And I hope you really enjoyed, because I made this video like right now. I was like, I need to make it. So I hope you really enjoyed my video, and you'll be back here when I post the next video. So take care until then. Bye bye. Love y'all.